Greetings everyone, and Grat here with another Advanced Wars Days of Ruin Tiny Wars replay. Spawn on bottom side as the blue Waylon, we got Mr. Cat. On the north side as the green Grat, we got Mr. Cat, or Lucy. Sorry, I got those names mixed up there. Either way, this is of course one of the custom COs in Days of Ruin. And she's a little bit interesting. She has standard plus 10% offense and defense in her CO zone. That's standard pretty much for all COs. Additionally, she has a unique build here. Units, including direct fire ones, start their action from inside the CO zone, gets +1 max range. So it sounds like tanks, after as mini battleships, +1 max range is massive. But do you take retaliation damage? I have no idea how this is going to go. How exactly is programmed, all that sort. Can these units with +1 max range move and shoot like a battleship? Or are they going to be like artillery where they can't move and shoot? At least move or shoot with the max range. I'm assuming if they can move and shoot and not with the max range, that's a possibility as well. And her super CO power does do it, makes it scoreable, and it gives everything +2 max range. But like again, it says, is it like battleships or is it not? Plus, it's 50 energy rather than the standard 60, so this is far more common, or slightly more common. It's a 12.5% discount on a power. CO expansion starts at 20 rather than 30 as well, so she does get her increased CO zone increased slightly, but her initial CO zone is also 0, so this only applies to her CO unit until she gets 20 energy. So this will be interesting. I have no idea how that's going to go. And Waylon, of course, I probably should mention as well, is defensive AC air CO, gets +10% on normal for all units, and +20% offense, +40% defense. So his air units can actually take a hit. And his super CO power gives an absurd +300% defense instead of the standard global 40%. But I have a feeling this does get capped out at 100%. I'm not so sure. You can still take some decent damage there. I still need to look around and see replays and all that sort, but we may have some demonstrations here of how that affects. Guess we'll find out soon enough. Either way, let's go ahead and get started. This map does have some neutral properties. Sorry, that music sounds like the Tales of music. Got a neutral airport in the center map. Sounds like some sort of Tales of music, but it can also go for any JRPG. She may be a character drawn from another game. Some of these custom COs are like that. Like I know there is a Valkyria Chronicles character. Valkyria Chronicles 1 character. But yep, there's triple base start on this map, so a lot of infantry potential with some air support potential. Probably a good map for dusters because of the amount of bases, because the chance of you seeing a lot of infantry is just very likely, and dusters are good against infantry. But again, many things are good against infantry. There's also a pair of ports, but it is sort of blocked by a shore there, so I think the only way to get out is if you build a temporary seaport there, then you can actually get a battleship into the center of the map. The meteor has took a single point of damage, you monster. It's a harmless defensive rock. It's not like it did anything to you. There's also a seaport over here, which does have full range to bring in ships along this area. But of course, it's not a big range. We got now tank deployed out on the field. Of course, both players going for a handful of bikes. Waylon's going for a bit more bikes. We're going to see some initial conflicts inside the map. Nothing specific. She has loaded up her CO unit inside of this tank. Don't gain CO power for attacking a poor defenseless meteorite. Waylon's going aggressive, trying to capture these sectors. Waylon's tank also pushes forward as well, attacks this defenseless meteorite, and goes for battlecopters, parking a low CO unit inside the battlecopter. Grat will probably need to apply anti-air relatively soon. What's one range anti-air? There's a lot of potential our CO zone could provide. You know? Now here's a weird thing I'm now starting to think about. Maybe she should have not loaded up her CO unit into a tank, but into an anti-air to engage Waylon. It may have been better to load up her CO unit into an anti-air in this situation. You know what? When also she gets done for turn, starts the turn, I want to take a look at the click on the unit, her CO unit. Waylon has pulled out her his battlecopter and sealed it. And I'm also going to stop the autoplay now, since we're now going to get some conflict, and start taking a closer look at everything. Look at that, it is a battleship. If I double click here, I can see the green movement range, but she is able to reach out here, so she can have +2 range. Waylon has placed his tank out of range, the extended range. This is going to be, it can be a little bit difficult to play around, but since CO zone is just localized to her CO unit, it is a little bit more easier to project. You have to worry about a single unit. When you get +20 to get to CO zone level 2, this will mean start applying to other units, and she could start just driving around and buffing other units. So being on a mobile platform could be quite nice to push forward other units. Suicides the unit there. I wonder if there's a way that infantry unit could have been pushed over there. Let's. Yeah. Yeah, I guess there's not a way for. I wonder if it was taking out that one infantry bike there with double strike. I'm trying to think if there's any way for her to reach that tank, Waylon's tank there, but I think Waylon's tank will be safe enough this turn. Takes out that one unit. Now, Waylon's scout battlecopter could engage that CO unit. Goes for right there, but remember there's shores here. If she 5 energy, getting 15 energy when your CO zone is 1 is probably not going to be possible. Because if she was able to get her CO zone upgraded, then maybe she could move the anti-air to engage the battlecopter at range, but that's simply not going to be the case. Wait. She could try machine gunning with her tank? At range? Will she receive retaliation damage? But Waylon's tank is exposed at the moment. There's a lot of things that makes me wonder about this CO's unit. I see high potential, but the more I see it deploy in the field, more constrictive the 0 CO zone is. And then I just realized, oh, but this does do force a base block. It's some good damage though. Strikes Waylon's tank, so Waylon's is disintegrating there, so I think the base block there is fine for now. The tank could just move forward through the cities and get repaired up and then engage over here. After all, this would be 6, 8, and maybe 10 there. Get fully healed to buy tank to the front line. And against infantry, you don't even need to be at high health as well. I think allowing that tank to be engaged by the CO tank was a bit of an error. Gets a strike there, and it's on a neutral property. Gets a first strike there. Well, it's CO zone's now at 33, so +1 range. But Waylon CO unit should go down to his opponent's battlecopter. And right now it's only at plus. It does have +7% defense. I wonder, did she take retaliation damage for that? Take 0. So she's able to take pot shots with a machine gun. That's the part I was wondering. Do you receive retaliation damage by these sort of things? And you don't appear to take retaliation damage. So Waylon's battlecopter will survive. He can the CO power is quite charged up. Maybe worth to put out another battlecopter and get it merged. Takes out the battlecopter there, very nice, with the duster. 1 health Waylon copter takes out the CO unit, and that's what happens when you leave it down to 1 health. It may take out a 1 health unit. What was the luck on that? Deals 4 out of 9 with a high, medium luck roll. Will take him off. He's probably down to 1 HP entirely. Down to 2 HP. That was relatively bad luck. Waylon's not in a great position. Now this player has a CO in the middle of the map, but Waylon only has 1 working tank in the center. Trying to hit the next and click on that. While ground units do get less offensive defense as they start losing health, it doesn't look like these air units don't. Waylon's does get a strike there. Good attack there. Take some damage there. I wonder if... What if the CO unit gets loaded to a battlecopter? That would be a monster, wouldn't it? When he has infantry in this area, so that recon's going to cause some issues. He may need to send the anti-aircraft over here. Waylon has his battlecopter in range of his opponent's battlecopter, so he should be safe enough in the middle of the time frame. But right now, Grat is pushing pretty far forward. I got a recon versus flare. I think, don't flares beat weak recons? Wait. She deployed out a flare on a non-Falcon war map. Okay, this is literally meant to fight infantry. Oh boy, that's wanted a heavier anti-infantry support than a recon, but then will invest into a full tank on the flank. Okay. At think at that point in time a recon would have been just adequate. What can a recon do to a flare? Deals through 28% damage, takes 40. And that would be on 3-star property as well. Yeah, or 2-star. Flares are disturbingly powerful. He is now being warded away by Flare. Oh boy. Does not take out the battle copter. Takes out the anti-air, just was concerned about his opponent's anti-air. There's opening to the battle copter, to his Green's battle copter, but remember, Waylon's the defense air specialist. How much can 7 health a battle copter do to a CO unit? Deals 3 damage, takes 8 damage. It would get one-shotted in a counterattack. This battle copter's out of range, and this anti-air is out of range. So, Waylon keeping his battlecopter command unit exposed like that's not a massive problem at the moment. Takes out the 1 health Duster, takes out the tank. We may see anti-aircraft on anti-aircraft violence. Yeah, so it looks like Waylon's battlecopters does not have to fear his opponent's battlecopters. That's the power of a defense air CO. Or you don't have to fear as much retaliation. Interrupts the capture. Yep, we'll see the anti-aircraft on anti-aircraft violence. Waylon's CO zone's now +1. Takes out his opponent's battlecopter. And thanks to +1 CO zone, took out another battlecopter. So Grat's taking severe damage there. Has not reloaded up a CO unit. Maybe... How stupid is his idea to load up a CO unit into a Duster? No, seriously, how stupid is that? The more I think about it, I think the more of a good thing it would be at this moment. It will help engage the battlecopters at range and has good mobility. And plus, it's still good versus infantry and to help pepper down some stuff, other stuff as well. Grat does have a tank over here. Waylon has an artillery piece and a mech pushing over here, so he's able to lock down this region quite nicely. But there's a lot of stuff there. Once he gets his mech and anti-tank and the artillery in this region, he could rotate some of these units around over here. Because there's a lot of stuff there he doesn't really want to contend with at the moment as well. Waylon's CO zone just got fully maxed out. I thought you don't get any power charge on defense actions like that. Either way, takes up the anti-air. But right now, Wingman may not be super great at the moment. He has 3 battlecopters in the field. He could try focusing down this anti-air and keep the CO power for time frame. Let's see what it does. This will be turned to activate, but the problem is, even if it does activate, it will be 1 battlecopter strike and his own CO unit. I don't think activating it right now would do anything. He activates it, gives him his entire army +10/+10, and 1 battlecopter very resilient. It does have right now 310% defense. So I'm surprised I didn't one-shot it. Oops. Takes 1 damage, deals 87 out of 97 damage. I wonder what it'd be like if he took on the anti-air. Takes 10% damage in retaliation, some damage. The tank finishes off either way. Does get some good strikes to the battlecopters. Gonna push forward. Actually, blue has quite a bit of presence up here. He could try diverting this battlecopter over here to engage this tank. Because right now, Waylon's going to push pretty hard on this flank. There's nothing here, and what he currently has could be reinforced, could be countered by Waylon. Over here, let's see what Waylon does. He doesn't have... If the CO unit moving over here will help counter and engage and stuff. So Waylon's going to push pretty hard in the flanks. Grat does have some forces here, but right now Grat is a little behind. And no CO unit reloaded. Waylon's pushing forward. That plus +10% extra firepower and defense will be very useful for all other units. Get some good hits there. Tank still at full health. That's still poses a threat to Waylon. That can be in range if he moves the anti-air. Waylon's taking some losses in the center. Waylon's superpower takes and deals 25 damage. Probably low luck roll. I don't know how high defense does versus luck rolls. Yep, that's Waylon's superpower. I still think it'd be a good idea to divert this tank up here and help engage this tank there. Waylon, Grat probably needs to pull out an anti-air over here as well to help be useful against any reinforcing battlecopters and help engage the infantry. Waylon does need to stabilize the center. He does have tank a lot of production he can reinforce of this region. This anti-air is the only thing that poses a threat to his battlecopters. Anti-air, anti-air, anti-air. I think this anti-air is a good call. Pike takes a shot at the flare. Anti-air finished off the flare. Waylon CO unit gets a good strike there. And so far, Grat has only deployed out one CO unit, which means she's not been making use of her CO capability. Goes for the capture. Brings an artillery piece up here. Artillery piece right here could be quite nice. Help provide coverage around the mountainside. And Waylon's now bringing all his factory production to stop the center push, because his left push is going quite well. Right push is going quite well. But right now his center defense is a little bit lacking. Does have an artillery piece here, which could be useful. A lot of wasteland to reduce mobility. Interrupts the capture there. Right now, they have similar economy, but Waylon's posing a lot of threat to properties. She's not posing a threat to a property. Waylon should interrupt the capture, has 2 battlecopters in the region. Their anti-airs are in a good position there. But we could see some sort of weird play where it gets ganged up by 3 battlecopters, Waylon CO unit. Waylon's going to push forward over here with a CO unit. Pose a threat to the HQ itself. Dogpiling the HQ, and Green has now resigned. This is Grade saying thank you for watching, and on to the next replay.